So tomorrow's games in the Premier League only. Only gonna say talk about the Premier League games tomorrow. Um, Three games. First game, let's start with Sunderland against Aston Villa. Sunderland have been in good, okay, decent form. They've had two wins. Let me check. Yeah, two wins and two losses, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, two wins, one draw, and one loss. Whereas Aston Villa have had a very, very poor start to the season. No wins, no goals they scored, and yeah, it's been a very, very challenging season for Aston Villa. And yes, they've had a difficult transfer window, but doesn't mean they should be as bad as they've been towards the start of the season, because they still got quality players. So yeah, but it's a game of Sunderland away, Stadium of Light. It's not easy because Sunderland have been strong at home this season. I'm going for a 1-1 draw. Bournemouth against Newcastle. Bournemouth looked very, very good, looking very good this season, despite selling some of their best players last summer transfer window, winning three games. You know, they've won all the games they played against, except Liverpool, where they lost in the first game. But even that game, they showed great fight. You know, coming back from 2-0 down to 2-2, even though they lost towards the end. So, you know, they've been very good Bournemouth this season. I've been very, you have to be very, very impressed with how they played. Newcastle, they've been, yeah, in the Premier League, they've been okay. Not a Christian United style, they've been okay. Newcastle, though, they showed some fight against Barcelona, but they lost in that game against them due to great individual brilliance from Marcus Rashford. My prediction, I'm going for I'm going for another draw, 2-2. Final game, Arsenal against Manchester City, the big one. It's Mikel Arteta against Pep Guardiola once again. It's Victor Gyökeres against Erling Haaland. Even though it's not really a comparison, is it? Yeah, like Arsenal, you know, they've looked very, very strong in all the games they played, especially defensively. And the only goal they conceded was an amazing free kick from Dominic Szoboszlai. So they've looked very, very good this season, Arsenal, even though in that game against Liverpool, I thought they should have done more. But it's what it is. City, they've not had a scintillating start, but in the last two to the season, but they had last two games they've shown some very good signs, beating United 3-0, beating Napoli 2-0, two wins, two clean sheets. But this is another game against Arsenal away. Can they cope with it? Can they, you know, make it difficult? Try to go there and win, because let's not forget, Man City cannot lose in this game. You know, because if they lose, they will be 9 points behind Liverpool, and to be 9 points behind, you know, your title rivals, your biggest title rival, and last year's champions after 5 games, you know, that's not what you want to face. You know, because if you want to win Premier League, you cannot be certainly on 9 points behind. Listen, it's very early in the season. You cannot predict. It's still like after this game there will be like 33 games to play, but you cannot be 9 points behind your biggest rival after 5 games. Yeah, you can be 4, 5, 9. No, you can't, in my opinion. So, yeah, but it will be a very, very important game for both teams. City showed, like I said, two good performances in last two games, winning those 2 games and 2 clean sheets. Arsenal strong defensively, but City better in attack, in my opinion. So it's gonna be kind of a tactical match, battle maybe between two teams. I want to see more from Gyökeres. This is a kind of games where you see whether if he's gonna deliver or not, because he's had some games where he could have done better, like against Liverpool. Could have done better. United game could have done better. Athletic Bilbao had 2 good chances to score. He didn't do that. He could have done better. So this is a kind of games where you need your strikers your best players, your big players, to step up. So let's see. But our City, obviously, they have obviously got very good quality players, just like Arsenal have. So yeah, it's kind of. I think it's going to be a 50-50 match in my opinion. It's going to be 50-50. Obviously, there's a bit of a rivalry, of course, with what happened with the Haaland Gabriel Magalhaes thing. Lewis Kelly, Lewis Haaland, Lewis Kelly and Erling Haaland as well. So there was a bit of beef, obviously, that last year's fixture this time at the Etihad. So yeah, it's gonna be very very fascinating between those two teams. My score prediction, I'm going for 2-1. I'm going for 2-1 win for Arsenal. I think Arsenal win 2-1. Now let's move on to Formula One.